Hello. How is everyone doing? Today we have something pretty special. We're going to have a show match between Batu and AndreasLubitz. This is a low elo legend versus pro show match, and it's hosted by Order of the Rose. But we're actually gonna wait a little bit, see who joins, and then we'll get right into the games. And then we'll get right. Let's see if there's any nice games on the ladder we can. All right, so let me just quickly go over the concept of today's stream. We're going to have a low elo legend versus pro player show match, and AndreasLubitz was the recent winner of a low elo legends tournament held by Order of the Rose, where he beat Grimescene yesterday 4-0 in the finals. So he had a very convincing gameplay. Honestly, playing way above the 1400 level in my opinion, just as a caster, but. Today, he'll be challenging a much stronger player, one of the best in the game, Batu. And it's going to be a best of 5 with the first game on Florida. So one of the interesting concepts of this show match is it's actually a unit ban format, which means that after each player picks their civilization, they can decide one unit in the opponent's roster to ban. So for example, in the first game here, Batu has picked Mexico, while Andreas has picked the Ottomans. So, for example, Batu could ban Janissaries, and Andreas would not be able to make them, while Andreas can ban something like, I don't know, Chinacos or something from Batu. So I'm sure this will change up a lot of the matchups and make a lot of these matchups or classical matchups more interesting. Okay, so Batu has banned the Abyss Gunner. I'm sensing some Baja California because if Otto can't make Abyss and Batu goes Baja, what is Mexico? I mean, what is Ottoman gonna be able to do against the Baja skirmishers and Baja goons, right? If I were Andreas here, maybe I would try to ban the skirmishers. What are they called? The banditos. But I don't believe he can counter ban, so they have to choose the unit bans at the same time. It's kind of blind in that sense, so it'll be very hard, and I'm curious what Andreas bans. Okay, so Andreas here has banned the Outlaw Skirm Banditos from Batu. So that is pretty interesting. Both civilizations have their Skirm type unit banned. So Batu has banned Andreas's Abyss Gunners, and Andreas has banned Batu's Banditos. And we're gonna be going right into the game pretty soon. I believe they're starting up now. And they're getting right into the game. Should be 0 delay, so we should be able to get in if there are no technical difficulties. Yep, there we go. I see the game. And we're going right in. All right. On the north side of the map, we have Batu playing as the Mexicans. And, sorry, we are on the map New England. I thought the first map was Florida, but I guess I was mistaken. But anyways, so Batu here, playing as the Mexicans. I expect there might be some potential Baja play here because we have the 4 TP stagecoach in the middle that Batu can secure as Baja, and very importantly, there is water, which Baja always benefits from to kind of spruce up their economy after losing their villagers. On the south side of the map, we have Lady Shaver, aka AndreasLubitz, playing as the Bottomans. And Batu, traditionally a very good counter civilization, maybe one of the only counter civilizations to Baja. Another one maybe being France. Some other civs, maybe ports, also do well against Baja. But in this unit ban format, Batu isn't able to make the key unit, the key counter unit to Baja, which are Abyss Gunners. So is it possible for them to survive with just Jans and potentially Azaps in H2? Or maybe he'll try to do an H3 play and kind of Jan Falk or do something. But I'm not really sure what the game plan is for Ottoman against Baja. On the other hand, Batu is not able to make Banditos. So this is, again, one of the important units in Baja's roster, right? To counter any heavy infantry such as Janissaries. And not being able to make that will be a little bit of a challenge. He is going for that 11-10 classic Baja start. And remember, this map has cows, and he was able to pick up this food treasure. So he will have a very, very good age up time. 1 minute, 57 seconds, and he's clicked up already. On the other hand here, Lady Shaver still at 650 food, so maybe another 10-15 seconds away from aging up. He does have this nice 85 food treasure in base that unfortunately he wasn't able to get earlier because he had to go for that trade post. But he is aging up now, 222. Not a bad time, although he did go for a house and 3 villagers instead of capitalism. So it's been very slightly delayed. Also not eating his 2 starting sheep, which against Baja I think is a little bit dangerous just because you want to get up as fast as you can to get all those shipments in. He thought about shipping capitalism here as well, but decided to cancel it there. Let's take a look at Batu. He is like about halfway aged up now. He does have that cow in base. Well, let's see where he put up that hacienda. Right here on top of his trade post. He's going to be able to siege this down very, very quickly. All right, look at this deck. All the H4 decks, just a couple H2 decks to get him into Baja. And on the other hand, we have Lady Shaver, Andreas about to age up as well with the Quartermaster. So definitely expecting some H2 play here from the Ottomans. He's gotten hunting dogs already, and now he's eating the sheep. The Batu up so early, shipping in 700 wood. He is going to have a maybe 4 minute 30-second revolt time, which is absolutely bonkers. He's going to have this TP down, take Stagecoach. He has that 550 food, just enough for him to research Stagecoach for himself. It's 350 to revolt, another 200 food to get Stagecoach, right? And if he, he aged up with the fisherman age up, which will allow him to deliver an additional fishing boats for every shipment sent so far. So this is something that we might see later on as well. He's picking up the wood now, sending all of his villagers forward in time for him to revolt. He's clicked up, and I'd like to see him research Stagecoach now, because he's gonna have the entire TP line under his control very, very quickly. Here we have Lady Shaver, trying to deny the trade post here. But is that really gonna matter, because these TPs are going to be sieged down very, very quickly. And this is looking very, very scary already for the Ottomans. He's making pure AZAP, which makes sense somewhat, because Otto isn't able to make Otto isn't able to make Abyss guns because they've been banned, and he knows that no skirmishers are coming here from Batu. However, ASAPs don't necessarily trade the best against musketeers. That 8 ranged attack is just kind of abysmal, even with that 1.75 fire rates, compared to Filibuster here with 24 ranged attack. So that is just very, very good here for Batu. And I expect these ranged trades to go well for Musketeers. Getting Stagecoach in already. He has control of 3 TPs, and he's coming right down here to get the 4th TP as well. He's shipped in Team Trickle Economics, which is an insane card. Increases the resources of these TPs by 60%. So right now they're at 34 per pass. And let's see what it is once Team Trickle Economics comes in. 54. So each pass, he's getting over 216 resources per pass if he's able to get all 4 TPs. And let's see how these range trades go. Yep, as expected, I think these filibusters are winning a little bit. However, Batu has gone for a somewhat greedy approach, right? So these are a lot of AZAPs. He's getting a little bit outnumbered here, actually. But yeah, more AZAPs. 7 more joining in from behind. And these Musketeers, I think, just might be outmassed here. Quattreros coming in now, but Quattreros are not what you want against these AZAPs. What you do want, in my opinion, are actually these Desperados. Desperados have an insane DPS and 4.5 speed. Yep, that's exactly what he's going for now. Desperados, these outlaw Musketeers, extremely high DPS and extremely fast as well, 4.5 speed. So they'll be able to catch up, or at least keep pace with these AZAPs. And look at that shootout ability, 45 damage, basically on rip, right, with his charged ability, and 15 range attack with a 1.5 fire rates after that. So these units, in my opinion, are extremely strong. If he micros them well, he should be able to take down 2 or 3 AZAPs just with that charge ability. But this is a big AZAP mass coming in here for Ottoman, and he's gonna be able to maybe even take back this TP in time. Batu now shipping Walker's Gang, which, funnily enough, right, Walker's Gang ships, I believe, American outlaws, not Mexican ones. So he has gunslingers and cowboys. So I was just wondering, because he might have gotten owl hoots, which are the US version of a bandito, and I don't believe those are banned. And even just a few banditos or owl hoots here can definitely change the pace of this fight. Oh, he does get 2 owl hoots. See, these are the skirmishers. They're not technically banditos, so I don't believe they're banned. And even just that might be enough to bring this army back. These AZAPs are DPSing down these Musketeers very, very quickly. And actually, their range attack is... maybe I've underestimated them a little bit, because they are absolutely demolishing the Baja army right now. Has Batu maybe gone a little bit too greedy? He is now double batching outlaws, desperados, and he has a lot of coin left in his bank here. So this will be a scary remass if Ottoman overcommits under the TC or under the forward base here. Yeah, you don't really want to kite with these guys. You just want to let them stand and fire because of that 1.5 fire rate. Ooh, the Explorer now coming into snare. This might be a huge cleanup. Yup, he's going to snare down the entire army here. And that is still 13 Desperados compared to maybe 15, 16, 17 AZAPs. Yep, and now this is getting very, very scary, because if Ottoman gets cleaned up here, what do they have behind? They're shipping 5 Jans. These units might as well be donated here, because they're not going to do anything against pure AZAP, which are probably the best anti-goon infantry in the game, in my opinion. Now, it's just 10 batching more and more Desperados, and this is a big, big cleanup. That's 7 Janissaries, not enough, I think, to really push back Batu here. And he's going to try to rebuild this TP as soon as he can, right? There we go. 200 wood just from his factory. And why are the Desperados leaving? I'm not so sure, because that TP's maybe even going to get denied now. He's going to build it right back. He's back with the Desperados. Now it's just full-on Janissaries versus Desperados, and at this point, if Batu sees this compositional switch, it'll be time for him to switch now, maybe into Quatreros a little bit. Yo, Lionheart in the chat. So I was explaining the concept here earlier, and this is a low elo legend versus pro player show match hosted by Order of the Rose, and AndreasLubitz, who's Lady Shaver, won the tournament, the low elo legends tournament hosted by Order of the Rose yesterday, where he beats Grime Scene 4-0, and his reward for winning that tournament is a 1v1 with Batu, which is the best of 5, and the twist is that there are units bans. So after each player picks their civilization, they can ban one of their opponent's units. So here, Mexico is not allowed to make banditos, and Auto is not allowed to make Abyss guns. So this will be a pure kind of heavy infantry on heavy infantry slobber knocker right here in the center of the map. Look at this. Andreas Ottoman here shipping the 2 galleys into the middle of the map, onto the little ponds. New England is always known for the pond laning, and these galleys are going to do a very good job at securing the middle of the map, allowing the Janissaries to fight with some backup power behind. And picking up 1 villager, but not too big of a deal. But remember, right? Baja has this Culverin shipment, right? Yes, Walker's Illusions, 1 Culverin and 2 Quaker guns. So this will do a really, really good job at denying the galleys in the middle of the map. And he has shipped the fishing card, which shipped him what 7 fishing boats. So his eco is looking quite strong now. He has 3 TPs still, each of them probably around 6 villagers now because of the buff, 6 or 7 villagers. And in total, that's what, like a 28, 29 build eco. Compare that to Auto, which is on a 27 build eco. So the ecos are very, very close, but probably with a small lead now to Baja. He does want to make something happen pretty soon here, because you don't want Auto to kind of scale indefinitely and be able to sneak an age up eventually. But right now, the mass, I think, is still slightly favoring Mexico, just because these units have such a high DPS, a little bit stronger than the ASAPs and Janissaries here. Ooh, 2 docks now coming in for Batu. He's put his factory on wood just to be able to trickle out these fishing boats, and he has gone into Walker's Illusions. Yep, exactly. And that is this 1 Culverin and 2 Quaker gun card. Why no cheat Abyss? It's because of a units ban. So this tournament, or this show match, one of the main concepts is that each player, after picking their civs, is allowed to ban one of their opponent's units. So here, Baja is not allowed to make banditos, and Auto is not allowed to make their famed abusive gunners. But look at the score now. Yep, he's gonna lose these 2 galleys. Auto's gonna lose these 2 galleys in the middle, and Batu is really closing the score gap. And as Baja, once you see the score gap closing, you know you are in a good position, because now he's getting 10 boats. He's trickling them out more fishing boats, getting the first tech gill nets, and he's taking back the TP line. So I expect to see his explorers gonna walk back here, plop that TP right back down. He's gonna have 4 TP stagecoach with team trickle economics, and behind that he's going to have a pretty strong water eco. So Baja is exactly where they want to be. They're at 200 pop. You can probably ship either Outlaw Combat next, or he can maybe start stacking for the industrial play if he feels confident enough. It is a lot of resource, and especially in wood, and right now he wants to use the wood to make these fishing boats. So I expect he'll play out H2 a little bit longer. Auto now adding Humbarachis. So that's a really great idea against a pure heavy infantry composition, right? Because these Humbarachis are going to do 18 ranged attack, or siege attack, with a 2 area of effect, and they're just going to demolish these Desperados. So definitely a very strong composition that's shaping up here for Ottoman, with pure heavy infantry, but these Humbarachi as well. So this is a very smart adaptation here by Ottoman. And maybe Humbarachis are the units that they need to get back into this game and push back the TP line from Baja. 14 villas now. Oh yes, Batu is stacking up for the industrial play. So Otto right now needs to get a move on. He needs to quickly wreck the TP line, make sure that when Mexico hits H4, if they do, that they have very, very little eco to play with, right? Because they're going to be relying on shipments, of course, but having a strong TP line eco is definitely going to be very, very good for Mexico. This Culverin here just behind, taking some pot shots at the Grenadiers. And yeah, that's a pretty scary mass. 5 more here gonna come in. And I don't think Baja can fight this with pure Desperados. What he should be doing, and what I think he's about to do, is as soon as Otto pushes out of their base to wreck the TP line, he can do a reverse push and force them to come back. So right now he's going in, probably gonna wreck this FB here from Otto, and then just try to idle. And exactly, right? He's forcing all of Otto's units back into his base to deal with this threat. Otherwise, his eco is going to be idled. And the great thing about Baja is that Baja eco is unidleable, right? He has water, which is hard to contest now for Otto, although Otto's also added a dock. And he has TPs, which also cannot be idled. On the other hand, Otto really needs to bring his units around to protect his vills. And look at that, the 2 bears joining the fight because of the area of effect. These 2 Quaker guns probably gonna be taken down pretty soon. Just for the memes, I'd like to see them on heavy cannons, but I don't think we're gonna see that right now. And one thing about Humbarachis is that they're actually a specialist at countering. Ooh, some units going down here. But they're probably going to get caught here by the AZAPs, although these are some fast musks, 4.5 speed. Maybe going to pick up a Vill or 2 on the way out. Not quite. But this is exactly what Batu's game plan is. He's just running him around, buying himself time to get into H4. And look at this H4 deck right here. He has 2 TCs, 1600 coin, 8 Chinacos again with a mortar. He's shipping in 2 heavies right now. He has another factory to send, 15 Garachistas, which is actually something that he could definitely macro for pretty soon. And Otto is still stuck in H2 with not a great counter available to deal with these heavy cannons. So where did these heavy cannons pop? Oh, he canceled his shipment, interestingly. Maybe he wants to... Oh, yeah. I think what he wants to do is wait for the Garachistas. He's decided that this is the stronger card here to deal with these Humbarachis. But one important thing to note is that Otto is taking the TP line right now. And Batu here, as Mexico only has that 1 TP left, Otto is probably going to be able to pick up 3 of these TPs. And he is, however, sending in the Spanish sympathizers, 15 guard consulate Garachistas. And yes, there are a lot of AZAPs and Janissaries here, but these are H2 units. And you're fighting H4 units, although these haven't gotten the H4 tech yet, which is a bit noob. Can we get the H4 tech on our outlaws, please? Ooh, Vill's getting exposed. And look at these guys, they're 4.5 speed. So they are gonna do a really, really good job at chasing down these Vills. It's gonna force... Oh, no. Otto is going straight for the TC, which is kind of smart. Are we seeing a base trade here? Because Batu's factory is exposed while... Yep, it's forcing him to go back. He's bringing his Desperados back. His Garachistas are here. What is he shipping now? He's shipping heavy cannon, so he wants to delay this fight. He needs to make sure that his units don't go down in time. Does he have Minutemen? He doesn't have Minutemen anymore. But look at these units. These Lancers are going to be absolutely destroying these Janissaries with this 1.5 fire rates. Wow, this is a complete demolishment of Otto's front line. Look at all these +10s, +12s. And I think this is the cleanup that they need. The heavy cannons are going to come out. They're going to blow up the remainder of the Ottoman infantry here. And these Lancers just... Yes, they go down eventually, but they just completely cleaned up Ottoman's army. And look at the score now. It's swaying in favor of Mexico. Now what Batu needs to do is to quickly go to the middle of the map, wreck Otto's TP line, take that back, and probably continue on to push the opponent's base. He's shipping in the Apache now as well, which is maybe just for raiding purposes. I'm not 100% sure. The Culverin finally goes down. Do we only have one? Oh, we only have one heavy cannon. The other one probably got sniped by the Grens. And as I was saying, these yep, he's finally getting his H4 Shadow Tech for the filibusters. And the Humbarachi are actually a specialist at taking down artillery. They have that 2x multiplier. So these are like one of the only H2 units that can properly deal with heavy cannons, I'd say. Because look at this. They are actually doing a solid amount of damage to these heavies. Yep, there we go. He's able to take down the heavy. And is Batu's tempo running out a little bit? He does have a big shipment coming in. He has his factory on heavy cannons, so he's going to get another one out pretty soon. He does get in the H4 tech. So these musks are jacked now. They're H4 musketeers. The massive cavalry shipment comes in. 14 Apaches. Quatrails coming in as well. He notes that his opponent's AZAP mass has disappeared, and he's going for kind of Janissaries and Humbarachi now, which don't do very well against these H4 goons and musks. More Quatrails now being spammed out. Heavy cannons. Yeah, what am I saying? I think Baja in H4 is just unbeatable. So does Otto have another trick up his sleeve? Batu sees these dead hunts here on the west side of the map, and this is going to be a huge raid. These Apache are absolutely phenomenal raiders with a 1.25 bonus against Vils, and he's going to try to get this tower up almost in time, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to lose almost all of the Vils here. He saves one villager, and this is looking pretty rough. Yep, Otto is just macroing right now, just again for that AZAP composition. He's making 2 galleys, which I believe he's going to try to take back water, which he's doing a good job at already. He has a galley, but at this point, the question is he going to be able to destroy Otto's army? Because he has such strong H4 units at this point. Another heavy cannon out on the field. Ooh, a couple of deli probably going to get caught here as well. And yeah, Batu's trying to take down this TP, but taking a bit of damage on his goons in exchange. These Quacheros are going to chase down the last remaining 2 delis. I think Batu's just going to fight this. He's realizing that these H4 units are just too strong to deal with for these H2 AZAPs. Yeah, they're trading perfectly fine at this point. He gets maybe a couple kills, but these champion Apache cavalry, 320 HP with 30% range resist and 38 ranged attack. These Quacheros with even more HP, 30 range attack. Under the flag, it's a little bit more. And we have the pain train of the factories making heavy cannons. And I think very soon, Andreas here is going to call the GG. But this is an amazing first game. I think Ottoman has played very, very well, considering they don't have Abyss Gunners. He kind of smartly realized that AZAPs at first were what he needed to beat a goon composition from Baja. And later on, he went into these Humbarachis, which actually did phenomenally against all of these infantry units, and even taking down 3 heavy cannons. And he does call the GG here. Let's take a quick look at the timeline. This has been a phenomenal first game, honestly. Otto ahead in resources throughout, but Baja managing to somewhat keep up. Military units counts. Let's take a quick look as well. Yeah, that very, very early mass here by Andreas, and was able to take some good trades early on, but eventually Batu kind of got to a point where he was able to stabilize. And this big fight under the TC, where the Lancers just completely cleaned up 100 Ottoman anti-cav units. Yep, what can I say? Baja in Age 4 is a good civ. All right. That is game number 1 going for the pro. 1-0 now for Batu. And I'm hoping for a upset somewhere in this tourney. But our low elo legend here, Andreas, I'm hoping that he can pull off an upset and get at least 1 game here from Batu. Yeah, I mean, Andreas definitely playing above his so-called 1400 elo level, but just for the name of this show match, I think we have to continue calling him a low elo legend. I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna go get some water. You never see Andreas and Julian in the same room, just saying. Yeah, I mean, almost beating Baja on maybe one of the best Baja maps in the game. Probably the best ones are... The best one in the rank pool is obviously Portugal, but this one is definitely up there as well. So what are you guys thinking? Let me see if I can get a prediction going for game number 2. Actually, I don't think I can. Let's see if I can mod somebody. Grime, I think I just modded you. If you can see if you can get a prediction going. All right, Grime. You're just glazing yourself after you lost 4-0. Yeah, you know, the only reason why I lost 4-0 is because this guy's basically Julian K on his alt accounts. That's the only reason why I lost 4-0. Otherwise, you know, I take the series easy peasy. Okay, the map is unknown. So this will be quite interesting. Unknown, probably the best French map in the game, just because of the native play. Maybe a very good USA map as well. If USA is able to get all the TPs do the Highlander timing. Plus natives, which we've seen is very, very strong. I remember in EPL, the first week of EPL, there was Balkan Mountains was one of the main maps, and on that map, we were theory crafting a lot about how to. It's okay. Don't worry about the predictions, Graham. No biggie. But we were theory crafting a lot about the USA builds and how to counter them, because I think the Highlander build plus the natives with the native big buttons is just extremely strong, and you're able to get that what do you call it? Native treaties in, so you get the native shipments as well as the big buttons and the Highlanders for this huge H2 timing. Okay, Batu here is gonna pick Hausa, and Andreas here is gonna pick Ottoman again. So one interesting thing to note as well about the rules is that the loser is able to pick any civ. The winner cannot play a civ that they want with. So Andreas here going to pick Otto again. Batu. And let's see what the unit bans are. Batu going to ban a Janissaries. Grimes saying, think we're gonna see a double Rax Jan rush here, but Jans have been banned, unfortunately. Double stable Delhi rush. So Otto does have like a very, very strong cap start, in my opinion. Probably the best in the game, actually. They're able to get 10 cav units out faster than any civ. And Delhi actually beats Hussars in a 5v5. Like the very, very slight. So at the end of the day, it does depend on micro. But with perfect micro from both sides, Delhi actually edge out Huss just a little bit. 5 Delhi versus 5 Huss. So just because of that faster fire rate, they're able to get that last hit in more often. So I think Otto definitely has one of the best cap starts in the game. But against Hausa, right? Hausa does have H2 Javelin Riders. So if you scout a stable from Ottoman, what you should do as Hausa is probably start Raiders as well, but then making, what do you call them? Just one batch of Javelin Riders, and it'll do fine against any Huss start. Yeah, you know, guys, Otto is a balanced civ because they have quote-unquote bad eco, right? Otto can't boom. They have bad scaling, quote-unquote. So, yeah, that's what makes them balanced. Easy. Germany, S tier, OP. Yeah. Free Vills, right? That train's super, super slow. So, you know, nerf. It's actually a nerf. Free Vills are a nerf. But German, 3 free Ulans. S tier civ. Unbeatable corner raids. All right, and we have Andreas now banning Fulani archers. So this is gonna be very, very interesting because if you ban Fulani, what does Hausa have to counter ASAPs? They are starting now, and we're gonna head right in. Yeah, so the Aghan is the standard counter for Hausa against kind of AZAP Delhi. Because I think there is a cheesy kind of strat for Hausa or against Hausa where Otto can go AZAP Delhi. And it's actually very, very hard to micro and deal with. What is this? Bro, this is the best Hausa map on the freaking game. What? Are you guys seeing this? He has 7 llamas just to start off with. Bruh. Oh my gosh, the livestock pen. Okay, so it's not bad for auto either, but this is just the biggest scam ever. Each of these guys are producing 0.15 influence. He has 58 influence. 60. Okay, maybe this is gonna keep going up. 61. 64. How much influence are we gonna get? Dude, Batu's probably just laughing out loud right now, just looking at this start. This is absolutely insane. And there's water in the middle, so this is kind of a double-edged sword, because on one side, auto is gonna have some trouble FBing, because they're not gonna be able to put FB like in the middle of the map where they really want to take all that map control. But it does mean that auto can also kind of go water, which I believe their water play is going to be quite strong to deal with. But they're even 3 whales, so this is like a tiny pond, and there are 3 whales on this pond, and quite a few fish as well. I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3. Like 20 something fish, so that's like 10,000, 12,000 food, right? So pretty solid water for how small this pond is, but this is just insane. We have like 60 influence coming in per second already just from the livestock market. Batu has 2 livestock markets. He's gonna be able to pick up more of these cattle if he's paying any attention. 2 more llamas coming in here, and wow, this is just honestly a miracle start for Hausa. And yes, he's going to be aging up a little bit later than Auto. Although Auto isn't, I don't think Auto's gonna eat these llamas. He's gonna save them for a little bit later. Yeah, exactly. So he's not gonna eat these. He's just gonna go up. And this is not the fastest age up time for Auto. It's actually quite slow, because I don't think he got a good wood treasure. Let's look at a dex real quick. So 1v1. He does have Azaps and Deli in H2, Azaps in H3. So basically just swapping out the standard Jan cards for Azaps instead. And Batu here, what deck does he have? He does have the Akan card, which enables them as well. He has absolutely just, I have to mention this again, insane influence generation. So let's see how this one goes. $200 influence already. So I expect he should move his vills out onto wood and coin so that he can get that early university down. But okay, no, instead he's going for TP first. But still, I expect he should. Is he FFing maybe? Maybe he's doing a house of FF without a university. But that I find a bit questionable. But I mean, obviously Batu better player than me, so I shouldn't be questioning his decision making with a civ that I don't really play. Although recently I've been kind of trying out Hausa a little bit, and it seems like a pretty fun civ. Very, very different civ compared to the Euro civs and TAD civs that I'm used to, but nevertheless, I think a very strong civ if they're able to survive standard timings. And one of the best H2s in the game, in my opinion. But yeah, it does look like he's going for a straight FF. He's shipping the House of Kingdom, which will give him 1 TP and 1 university. Okay, so that's his plan here. So he aged up with the wait, which one gives this again? It's the Akans. Yeah, he aged up with the Akans as well. And he's going to be able to get the 2nd TP plus a university. Probably going to plop it down somewhere. Yep, right here, just in between these buildings. And this is some insane influence generation already. Unfortunately, these villas not benefiting from the gather rates aura from the granary. It's a little bit far. But let's take a look at what Auto is doing. auto directly going up as an FF with the marksman. So he's going to have the 4 Avis. And I expect he's going to go for a little bit of an AZAP Falc timing. Wait, but he doesn't have Falcs in this deck. Did he forget to put Falcs back in this deck? No. I think he forgot to put Falcs back in this deck. Because he's using this deck for this tournament specifically, right? So last game he removed Abus, but he put back the Abus, and then he removed the Jans. But he didn't put his Falcs back in. And Falcs are pretty invaluable in this matchup. So, not really sure. He is going for kind of steel traps, but without having sent 5 Vils. So steel traps when you only have 18 Vils is not really that good of a tech. But yeah, let's see what he's able to pull off here. All right, the the Akan and Raider composition coming in now against the AZAPs. And so he's kind of caught him on the back foot here because these AZAPs don't counter anything here. You might think they counter Raiders, but with these Magadai behind, they're going to do a very good job. Ooh, he just needs to keep these guys alive, getting pathing a little bit, and he's forced to back off. These Abus doing a great job zoning off these Akans, and just 4 of these AZAPs here though, so really if Batu knows what's coming, he can totally commit here. With 15 Raiders, he can definitely just stand under the ultimate TC and clean up these units. Yep, I think that's what he's gonna do, because that is not a lot of AZAPs. Yep, he's just gonna go in, bait out the AZAPs, and this is just a little bit of a micro lesson here, because I think he should just commit. I mean, is auto calling Minutemen? Yep, not quite. Yep, he is worried about the Minutemen pop because Raiders are siege units. So what that means is that Minutemen do double damage to Raiders. It's the same thing with, I think, Step Riders as well. So Stepper Riders. More of these Raiders coming in for Batu, and he's shipping 5 more of these Akans, or 3. How many Akans is that? 5 more, yeah, exactly. And what we have here is Lady Shaver, where Andreas pushing with his AZAP mass, and he's gonna be able to pick up one of these Vils if he's paying attention. Oh, he even picks up these Akans from behind. Although these AZAPs are a little bit out of position now, and oh, yep, with a quick drag box, he's gonna be able to take those. But now Spahi coming in as well, and this is a match. Sorry, this is a composition that'll be very hard to deal with Akans and Raiders, because these Spahi, if he sees them early, maybe he can prepare, but Javelin Riders are just going to get absolutely wrecked by veteran AZAPs. So not the best matchup for sure. He's going to be able to pop 5 more Akans here. TC Fire probably going to go onto the... Ooh, losing 1 villager though. Quite unfortunate. Where are the Spahi? Ooh, the Spahi are going super sneaky deaky around the edge of the map. Ooh, he's gonna maybe be able to catch a couple Vils. Nope. He's deciding to just let the Vils live, I guess. TC Fire should definitely go on the Abus guns here. Batu sleeping a little bit, letting these Abus live for very long. Should definitely target those with the TC and not let them kite. And these Raiders just in base causing a lot of havoc. Spahi as well now in base. But this is a pretty interesting thing. Barry here has a 1.5 multiplier against heavy cavalry. So he's like a little bit of a goon on his own. And he just stood there and almost took down a Spahi by himself, maybe with a little bit of supporting fire from the fort, but very, very strong anti-cav kind of units as an explorer. And we have on the bottom here these raiders continuously causing idle time and damage in the Ottoman base. 700 coin coming in now, allowing Otto to add in some more Abus gunners, potentially. But he's going to continue with this Abus ASAP composition, which I think late game Otto late game will be very, very hard for Hausa to deal with, because they can't make Fulani. So either Hausa has to go for their own artillery, which definitely is an option. Ooh, the Spahi here catching a big raid. Maybe even killing 2 or 3 just one. And the big boy, Barry Explorer here, once again, gonna be able to take some damage off the Spahi. More Akans being produced. And Maigadai as well. So does he know that Otto is adding in Abus at this point? Let's see. He does not scout the artillery foundry. So he doesn't know that more Abus are going to be on the way. Oh, actually, no, I was wrong. Not Abus. Falconets. 3 Falconets coming in now for Otto. And Batu is still massing in H2. And this could be a huge mistake. Because what is going to kill these Falconets? 3 Falcs coming in for Otto. Yeah, this is really why I think he should have gone for the 2 Falcs very early with this build. But unfortunately, he didn't have that in the deck. So again, good adaptation. Catching a few Spahi here on the bottom, but the Falcs are now rolling in, and Batu should not overcommit here. Is if he gets caught out of position. He sees the Falcs now. So he knows he needs to get out of there ASAP. Unfortunately, ASAP are just a little bit faster. They have 4.5 speed. So maybe with some micro there, it was possible they could have gotten cut off. But Batu taking a good angle here, and I think he's going to be able to disengage. The Falc's getting really, really close, though. Oh, this is going to be a huge volley. 4 quadra kill here for Andreas, and this is, yeah, very high-level gameplay once again. Free Maigadai going down 2 of them. That's very unfortunate. Oh, no, the Akan's getting caught out. Oh, this one's locked on. Oh, almost. But yeah, so what is Batu's plan here? He is not aging. He has more Maigadai out. How do we deal with these Falconets is the question. Because this TC is looking like it might go down pretty soon. Yeah, maybe we can get a big surround, big flank. Ooh, he is posturing for a big, big surround here. He's going in. This is the fight. Hopefully it goes well. He has some Maigadai going in melee against the Falconets. Ooh, this is some bad micro though for Andreas, I think. But will it matter? 1 Falconet down. Almost all of the Akans going down. Oh, 1 Falconet just on a little bit of HP. And I think this is looking quite good. Yes, the Falconets will probably all go down. Yep, they are going to go down now. But this is a cleanup for Otto. And look at the score difference now. Andreas is about to pull off a win here against Batu. Wow, the series is now 1-1. We are getting quite an exciting game on our hands. Yeah, look at that fight. I mean, Otto, this is just a great matchup, I think, for Otto as well. Especially when you can't even make Fulani. But I do think Batu, in hindsight, made a bit of a mistake staying this long in H2 against a Otto FF. I think what they should do is, he did the right start, right? Starting just some raiders. But once you make 10-15 raiders, you should probably just think about aging up. Against the 3 Falconets, especially when you see that Otto doesn't have 2 Falcons in their deck, you know that you have some time to go up to H3, right? Because you're not going to have 2 Falcons in your base very, very early. So potentially a mistake in terms of decision making from Batu to stay in H2 against this kind of composition, because there's just not much you can do against veteran units, um, especially veteran units with Falx as auto here. No, I mean, I don't think Andreas did anything crazy this game. Like, this was, I mean, the first game he played very well. This game, I think, was pretty standard stuff. Like, this is, it was good prep to go for the AZAPs, but I don't know if he like, you can say that was a 2K elo game. Not taking anything away from him, obviously, but we are 1-1 now in the series. And hopefully we get some more hype games and matchups. So now Batu's going to get his wish. Andreas can't play auto. So hopefully we get some fun series. Or some fun Civ matchups without auto is what I meant to say. It's a bit early in the morning still. Yeah, maybe Batu's gonna rage Q auto himself. Busting out India. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Grime Scene, you might be a bit outclassed here, but that was still well played by you, you know. Gave it a good shot. I do wonder what elo he is, because from what I can see, he has some very, very good prep. Andreas has some very good prep. And that's really what you need in this game, right? Having good decision making, knowing what units to make when. And I think in both games he had kind of the perfect AZAP. Yeah, he might beat me right now. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Let's watch the series first, though. But who was expecting this? 1-1. All right, Gribe. Best of 5 me right now. Or after this. All right. I think they were just discussing the Civ picks. Top Bandito Micro says Batu is so bad without Dutch or France. Who is this guy? They're gonna drop the soap, dude. If I play Sweaty and actually raid him and stuff, let's see how it goes. It's possible I drop a game though. I am pretty noob. I mean, it's not the most competitive for sure, right? Because like, for example, against in what we just saw, 50 Auto versus Hausa, banning Filani is basically like just GG for Auto. Like what can Hausa even do? But it does make for very interesting games. I mean, we've had 2 great games so far. Pretty exciting. All right, be nice in the chat. Good to see Stir Fry still streaming. Yeah, I've been streaming just today and yesterday for this tourney because it does seem like a fun tourney. So happy to cast some games. Okay, what are these? Did these players go to sleep or something? Where are these Civ picks? Admins. Can we go in there and see what they're up to? All right. BRB toilet just came in, so I think they're taking a little bit of a break. Are there any big games on the ladder right now? I'm not seeing anything. So why is Guliug down to 1700 elo? Like, what has he been up to? Is he just losing games on purpose? Oh, I guess is he not a Japan player? He's playing like only Japan right now and Russia. I guess maybe that's why he's dropping elo, but he is not a 1700 elo player, is he? Ooh, we got Florida. And Batu is picking the United States of America. So I actually played this Civ against Grime earlier. And against his ports. And Grime, why don't you let them know how that one went? Ooh, big raid coming in from sorry, I don't know how to read Korean, but thank you for the raid. Yeah, Harrison, how are you not following, you noob? But anyways, for those of you joining, we are doing a low elo Legends versus Pro show match where AndreasLubitz recently won a low elo tournament. I think it was supposed to be a 1500 elo tournament, but he's playing definitely at a little bit higher level than that so far, managing to take a game off Batu. Batu, one of the top players in this game, definitely like a top 20 player. So this will be a challenge for Andreas to win the series. But he does have a little bit of a handicap in the sense that Batu is going to be a bit out of his comfort zone because in this tournament and in this show match, there is a unit ban rule. So after each player picks their civilization, the both players can ban 1 unit in the opponent's roster. So in the first game, it was Otto versus Mexico or Baja, and Andreas was playing Otto and banned Batu's Bandidos as Baja. And Batu, in response, banned Andreas's Abyss Gunners. And in the second game, it was Hausa versus Otto, where Batu banned Andreas's Janissaries and Andreas banned Batu's Fulani Archers. So it was pretty interesting. Very, very exciting games so far. I think these have been very competitive games as well. I mean, both games lasting quite a while with a lot, um, of kind of back and forth. So both players very, very strong. You know, adapting very well to the games. Okay, so Andreas has banned Batu's Minutemen, including Marines, and Batu has banned. So he's deciding what to ban right now. But Andreas has picked France. Batu is USA, and USA cannot make Minutemen / Marines, which is quite an interesting civ ban. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the. Okay, so Batu has banned Musketeers from France. So I'm expecting both players to be playing H2 here because banning Musketeers would mean. Yeah, that makes it very hard, right, for France to hold a Highlander Huss timing. Yeah, okay, so just a reminder Batu cannot make Minutemen, funnily enough, and Andreas cannot make Musketeers. What is this? This is just a show match hosted by Order of the Rose between AndreasLubitz and Batu. But Harrison, this guy's not really low elo. Andreas is, I think he's like 1900 plus in team games. And he's pretty solid in 1v1s from what we can see so far. Okay. Let's be nice in chat, okay? This is a final warning, especially to the players. I decided Chinese TP wagon counts as Minutemen. It is a levy, right? You're levying them. But I don't think officially they are TP. I mean, they're Minutemen, sadly. But so one thing about Florida is that I don't think you can get that many TPs, depending on the map spawn. So let me just see. So for example, there are 4 TPs along the middle, and there are 3 native TPs. But I think 2 TPs and 1 Nats you're not able to get. So you can get up to 4 TPs, right? So you can only get, I think, 9 Highlanders at most. Which is, I mean, 9 Highlanders is still 9 Highlanders at like minute 6.5, but not the best. You can't get 10, is what I mean. But nevertheless, how does France hold this without Musketeers? Any thoughts in chat? Royal Musks is interesting. I like that. Yeah, you could probably. So one issue with going Royal Musks is you still need a Rax to add bows, probably, right? Or can you just full Royal Musk? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think full Royal Musk is gonna do well against Highlander Huss, but maybe it can still work. Musk plus Nats, yeah. Yeah, I'm very curious how this one goes. Should be really fun. So what are the Nats on this map again? Does anyone know? I'm a little bit of a noob. Carib's Seminole. So you can make the bows, right? Seminole bows. That could be an idea. Might be pretty strong actually against Highlanders. They do have that fast fire rate. Okay, and we do have the game, so we'll be going in now. All right, welcome everyone to Florida. This is game number 3 in a show match between Batu and AndreasLubitz, who is here playing France in the color red on the south side of the map. And on the north side of the map, we have Batu, one of the best players in the game, a top 20 player, I'd say, confidently, playing as USA. And so, just for those of you joining us, there is a special rule in this tournament where we are allowed to ban a unit type. So, for example, in this map, Batu has banned French Musketeers, while French have banned Batu USA Minutemen. So he is not able to call Minutemen, and he is not able to call Marines. We do see Batu going for a 10-10 with that TP in the middle of the map. So I am expecting to see some Highlanders. This map is really, really solid, I think, for Highlander play. It's not the best because you can only get 2 natives. So you can get this one here, the Carib, and this one here, the Seminole. And you can get 2 TPs, the one in the middle and the one in the base. I don't believe this one is in range, unfortunately. Yeah, it's looking like it's very close to this TC. But we do see the Highlander bull. We're not going to finish that. But he's sending in Chinese immigrants very, very early. He's probably going to go into the church card for Pennsylvania, the Arkansas Post, and then Highlanders. And get out just a lot of very, very strong units. Earlier, when I tried this strat on this map, I was able to age up at 157, which is definitely a very, very strong age up time on this map. I was able to get 1 food treasure in base and then eat. I think I had 3 sheep. So here, Batu's missing out a little bit on the sheep. There's 2 easy to get ones. That's why I think on this map, scouting as your explorer is building the TPs, using your own sheep to scout what the nearby treasures and sheep are is very, very strong. Obviously, against France, it can be dangerous because as France is building their TP, their fast scouts can run around and maybe steal your sheep. But Lady Shaver aging up very, very quickly with a 12-10 as well, the Quartermaster, and Batu aging up 10-10, even a bit slower than France, but going for Pennsylvania. So France, one of the best civs in the game, able to have such a fast age up time. Very, very good macro from Lady Shaver or Andreas here as well, getting his placer mines, probably getting his hunting dogs, and then dropping a house as well, because he does need to chop a bit more. He needs to buy for a house or something. Okay, he got a nice treasure there. 70 wood. So yeah, perfect macro here. Hunting dogs, placer mines, a house. Maybe he's gonna chop a little bit more, 25 wood just for his steel traps, but very, very good macro from Lady Shaver. Yeah, maybe this is, I mean, so far this is like 2k elo level macro, so very, very solid. Also getting that extremely fast age up time. Batu going for 200 wood to build his PJ's Red Dragon Taproom, which will give him, because of advanced saloon, 20 extra population, so he won't need to build a house. I wonder, so from the macro, it looks like he's going to start Hussars, but I'm not 100% sure. So no Musketeers in deck. Very, very standard water deck or anti-water deck here from France. He does have Edict of Nantes in case he wants to go for those Grenadiers, but going very standard so far. 4 Vills. Good scouting as well. He knows everything that's going on. It's very important to see which military building the USA started with, and I hope he sees. So USA did start for 2 saloons, so no Hussars coming out. And that could be a good thing, because not having Hussars out means that he won't be able to idle quickly. He is instead making some gunslingers. So, oh, I think France is maybe going for a naked FF here. Yes, he is. So shipping 700 coin very, very early. This is almost a perfect age up. Getting a church, getting a steel traps, and he is going to be clicked up at maybe 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So, yeah, very, very solid time. And we're going to have to see what's kind of a timing Batu can pull off here. Because last game, what happened was he got stuck in H2 against... Ooh, the Explorer getting taken down by the Treasure Guardian here. And even chasing away the Scouts. But the Gunslinger is now coming in. Could pick up a CDB if he's paying attention. I don't think he saw it. It's a bit out of his line of sight. But he does see the dead Hunts. So I definitely check that out a little bit. A stable now coming in. Interesting stuff. Okay, so unfortunately he wasn't able to scout any of the military buildings, and that's why he's opting for a stable start, because when you have Hussars, you know, they're always very, very dangerous to deal with. He's getting Blunderbuss and Greycoats, and we might see some very, very high level defensive play here from France to deal with the Highlander timing. Highlanders are in. He's going to be able to get, I think he's going to get 9 Highlanders out. He needs one more saloon, though.
Hello.
He only has 2. Oh, no, he has 3 now. Okay. Third one's here. I missed it. Yeah, so he should be able to get 9 Highlanders out. 6, 9. There we go. Meanwhile, France has aged up already. Shipping skirmishers, making goons. And this is going to be a very, very hard timing to pull off for Batu, honestly, because he's going to have 5 goons and 8 skirmishers. So, unfortunately, I don't think these Huss are going to be able to accomplish too much. And Batu might be forced to kind of just back off, and this timing might go to waste. Yeah, very good micro. Look at this. Solid gameplay so far. And Batu is down quite a bit of score. Look at France here. He's really feeling confident enough to go for the 1k wood. And that's because he knows that, although if he gets caught here, it could be bad news. Hussars getting caught a little bit. 8 goons, now enough to one-shot Hussars. So this will be very, very good composition for Batu. Picking out 1 skirm. He's microing this very, very well. Wow, even splitting 2 Hussars. Okay, this guy might be 2k elo. You never know. Unfortunately, losing enough goons where I think these Hussars will be able to clean up shop. Shipping 1k wood might have been a bit of a mistake here. A bit too greedy, but you never know. If he's able to hold, this 1k wood will come in very, very handy. Yeah, and actually all the Hussars going down to Minutemen. More goons coming in, and this seems like a completely decent hold for Andreas here, and he might be able to pick up a second game here. Wow, wow. Very, very well played. Yep, CDB joining the fight as well. He's gonna be able to pick up these Caribs with just CDB fire. A couple more skirms left. He's picking up this wood. The Explorer is unfortunately downed, so won't be able to build a second TC. But he has all of his infrastructure set up now. Right, he's building a racks. He's probably gonna be able to get a second TP at the minimum. He's sending 1 Minuteman over to pick up, or maybe 1 goon over to pick up his Explorer. Very, very high level play. And Batu already down like 4k score very early on in the game. So this might be, this is looking like a GG for Batu here. A second TC going up as well. Let's see what the follow-up is for Batu. Now, he's trying to sneak in an age up, which makes sense. He is going to be able to click up quite soon, and he has that fast age up tech from the capital. But 21 vils for Batu with the trickle, so maybe 25 vils at most, while Lady Shaver here is on 26 French CDB, which is almost 32 vils. Sending a couple Minutemen out here, spread them out just to get some line of sight. And if he sees all these dead hunts, that should indicate that he can be poking a little bit, because you should know that USA is aging around now. Yep, he's gonna go check it out, see how many vils are gathering here. And honestly, is sieging these TPs even worth it? Like, they have so much, they're buying him a lot of time right now. And you see all these dead hunts here, you know they're trying to age, where USA is trying to age. So maybe the right decision is to go poke here a little bit before you allow USA to get back into this game. All right, 3 Gatlings coming in now. Although, yeah, 3 Gatlings is not that good against 2 Falconets. Falconets outrange them, and they have a better firing animation, right? So they do a very, very good job. Losing a few goons, but does it really matter? Right now, I mean, France is just so far ahead. 21 vils versus 32 vils. Cav combat coming in and going into Cuirassiers. He knows that USA is kind of down, getting a Musk sniped as well. 5 goons coming out, sure, but... And the Gatlings might get a good volley if they're in range. Okay, they just kind of miss out and are out of range. But, yeah, very good micro from Andreas. Making sure the Falconets are out. Being careful. A little bit of a drag box. Oh, gonna kick up 1 Falc. Oh, not quite. Just out of range. Oh, make sure these guys aren't bugging out. Yeah, this is looking quite GG for France here. Yeah, very well played. So look who decided to show up, where he's gonna probably take the lead here. 2 of these Napoleon guns, definitely, like, nothing to protect them here, so they're gonna get picked up as well. And 3 Cuirassiers coming in, more Curs coming in as well. I believe I saw a couple of them earlier on. And I think Batu, yep, 3 Curs here coming in as well. And Batu just has nothing. This is GG? This is low elo legend, really? Yeah, I mean, so far he's played incredibly well. And this is unranked 1v1, 1800 team. I'm 1800 team. This is sussy. Harrison, you might be right. I mean, this game, I think he definitely played at like a very, very high level. And the defense was really good. The confidence to know to ship 1k wood even, and know that he was going to be able to hold that was quite insane. I think the one potential mistake was like maybe not poking here a little bit earlier, even though he had the vision to know that the units were here. I definitely agree. Like, Batu is trolling for sure. Like, he's playing a lot of these meme strats, and but on the other hand, like, this is a meme strat, but it's not a bad meme strat, right? So being able to take games against Batu's micro and everything is still very, very good. Quite off. Moonshine in the chat, what's up? Yeah, I definitely agree. Very, very well played. I mean, almost perfect gameplay here. Like, let's look at even the age up times, right? So he was able to age up at 337 with a 1210. Extremely strong age up time for even for France with a 1210. That's like almost perfect on this map. And he's up to age 3 with steel traps and gang saw and everything at 622. So he did decide to skip out on a second TP, but he had the 1 TP and a church, and he was able to go up to the second age and the third age very, very quickly. How to uninstall AOE3 on behalf of a friend. Yeah, well, so far this has been what an incredible series. AndreasLubitz taking the lead 2-1 now, and Batu is now on the back foot. Actually, this is match points because it is a best of 5. So now I'm hoping that Batu can even it out and take a second game here instead of getting 3-1, because as Harrison's saying, that's enough to ask for a tutorial on not how to play the game, but how to uninstall the game. So yeah, we gotta lock in here, Batu. Let's see some top level games from you. Integrity, indeed. Okay, I will be right back. Give me maybe just 15. Give me like 1 or 2 minutes. Be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, shout out to the Order of the Rose Discord server. Somebody copy and paste the link, please, in the chat. Grime, if you can paste the invite link, I'm down for that. Harrison? I don't know. Harrison got 3-0'd by Killer Cats. So, I'm not sure. I'm just kidding. But I think Harrison gets absolutely flattened here by Andreas. Killer Kitty is a beast. I definitely agree. He also flattened me, but at least I was like, what was it, 3-2 or something, with a couple of very close games. Harrison might be the most accurate low elo legend to ever exist in AOE3 DE. 15 plus years of gatekeeping. Yeah, we need some more Harrison show matches. Somebody needs to pull out some big bucks. All right, let's see what the civs are. Okay, India and Brit. India for Andreas, Brit Okay, so India for Andreas, Brit for Batu. So now I think Batu is gonna turn up the heat. He's gonna play one of his better civs. On the other hand, though, Brit is very counterable in this format because you can ban musketeers. Yeah, this is a best of 5. Batu is gonna ban Sepoys from Andreas, and Andreas here. I'm gonna expect a musketeer ban because I don't see what other unit you would ban. Like I think maybe longbows, but you're definitely going to struggle against muscus timings if you don't have Sepoys of your own. I'm sorry, we can ban units. Yeah, that's the main concept of this show match, where to kind of even it out a little bit and make it kind of non-standard, is that each player, after deciding on their civs, is allowed to ban one of the opponent's units. So last game, for example, Batu banned musketeers from France, and France banned USA Minutemen and Marines. Okay, so Andreas is gonna ban longbows against Batu, which is interesting. I think what he is gonna go for is probably just a what do you call them? Gurkha and Tiger Claw, or not Tiger Claw. What are the guys with the hands? Rajputs and Gurkha composition, which would be hard to counter. Just imagine playing Swedes in the Karelian band. I mean, in some matchups, that's totally fine, right? You can just start off with, what do you call them, halberdiers, and then just go into Jägerhacke. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you should just ban Brit Musk and then Sepoy go forward, but Batu banned Sepoys, and and Andreas banned Batu's longbows. So it'll be very interesting. Does anyone have any theories on how this matchup will go now? Yeah, it's blind ban. For units, it's blind ban. For civs, I think it's a counter pick. So this could be the last game This could be the last game if Batu loses, because it's 2-1 right now, and it's match point because it's a best of 5. So I really, really hope Batu pulls this one off now, because it'll be quite embarrassing. Maybe not embarrassing, but it'll be quite an upset if Batu loses. Yo, Lion, in here just to comment on my Twitch stream. Big hearts. I watched your cast of Soldier yesterday, and I think you were like simping harder than anyone else I know in this community, Lion. Might have some competition. The Soldier versus Julian series. I mean, game. That was really, really great. Great game. My comment was 10 out of 10. That was fun. Wait, Madonna actually in that tourney got like an insane bracket, right? Like you just went all the way through. Easy peasy. And I think what do you call it? Killer Cats had to play me, Harrison, Horsefeed. Dude, I trolled the India Dutch game so hard. I was like so stupid. I was up like 6K score. And I had like the completely wrong units. Because I didn't realize he was gonna go for an F5 because I'm stupid. Okay, anyways, the game has started, so let's go in there and not talk about my failed conquests. Okay, so we are on a really weird game. What map is this? Highlands. I've never ever seen this map. So we have 3 TPs on the side. On like each side actually. On the southwest side of the map, we have Batu spawning in as a British. I think this is one of his main civs. And on the northeast side, we have Andreas spawning in as the Indians. Let's take a quick look at his decks. Wow, there's a lot of decks. And it's pretty clear that I think he plays this civ a decent amount. Yeah, so pretty strong for sure. He is going to pick up this wood treasure. It's going to be nice to let him continue producing vills. While on the south side, Batu going for a TP start. Interesting. Are we going to see GMT? Or, yeah, we are going to see GMT actually. Huh. I don't know about GMT against India. I think that sucks. But who knows? You never know. Like it could work out. But GMT in this situation is going to be super easy to scout. And he's going to be able to make all the units that he wants against this, right? Because he basically wants siege LEs and Gurkhas. So is GMT? I don't think GMT is good against India, is it? I mean, because India can fast FF themselves. They have siege LEs. They can make Gurkhas in transition. So you just make Gurkha in transition safely. You ship siege LEs first, and then what are they gonna do? Yep, that's also a thing. Like later on in the game, you can go Gurkha Zamb for sure, and it's a much more rounded composition then. But I guess Brit can also have a very strong longbow. Oh, so they can't make longbow. Sorry, yeah. I completely forgot. We are seeing an aggro fort going in the middle of the map here on the highlands, while Batu is just about to click up. So this is a very fast age up. Wait, why? This is such a slow age up for Batu actually. It's like 3:15. Yeah, I guess he didn't get any wood treasure, so he had to chop 40 wood to get the manor, which is really, really sad. While on the other hand, Andreas here had like a perfect H1. What treasures did he even get? I missed it, but he's gonna pick up this 90 food treasure as well here. So this is like a miracle start for India because he's gonna age up very, very quickly. He has a market down as well. This rush is deadly for GMT. I think it might be deadly here because Sepoy Rush here is gonna do very well if oh no, he can't Sepoy Rush. No, you can't Sepoy Rush. These Sepoys are banned. I'm a noob caster. Maybe you Rajput Rush. Rajput Rush? Wait, he has to delete the 2 Sepoys from here, right? What is he gonna do with the Sepoys that spawn? He just deletes them. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, so I guess he's making Rajput, as I said. And let's see if Batu scouts the yeah, he does scout the mid-map aggro. He knows he can't get Sepoy rushed. So I assume what he's gonna be going for is a yeah, he's gonna be able to get up no problem whatsoever. So we should be good here. I mean, let's see what happens, right? Because I think he might. So the right counter build here probably is to go for just like 5 Rajputs, maybe 10. But then you really want to go up to the next stage yourself, I think. Because in this base right now, you're not going to be able to do too much damage. Brit is already clicked up. Or clicking up very, very soon as this coin gets picked up, basically. So you're going to be able to take down maybe 1 TP. But I think India should go for Gurkha Siege Ellie in H3. Right? That's the composition that'll win them the game. Can we pick up this coin, bro? Noob? Okay, finally he's picking it up. But yeah, he's gonna get out the Highlanders because he's not getting idled here. Gonna lose 1 TP, but the age up does come in fast enough where this is the like it's benefiting from the TP. Yeah, he's gonna benefit from at least one of those TPs. Almost a third of the way aged up now as well. Church going down, a couple manners going down as well. He will most likely have a shipment by the time he ages up. Probably take another 30 seconds. But yeah, India's going for the right counter composition with the Gurkhas, but he is not aging anytime soon. So how are we going to deal with the Falconets is the question here. Batu using his Explorer to snipe down a couple of these Rajputs, but he's going to have to back off because these Rajputs are going to try to snare down this Explorer. And Rajputs are actually kind of like rods almost. They have that 1.25 attack and a pretty high base damage as well. So this is like equivalent to what, like 15, 16 hand attack if it was 1.5 high fire rate. So pretty good. He does age up now, Batu. No shipment ready yet, but as soon as these Highlanders drop, I assume he's going to be close to being able to click up. India just massing Gurkha in base. I would really like to see India try to age up sometime soon, but he does have a pretty nice Gurkha mass at this point. And Batu shipping in Falcons. He got that XP in, and I believe he needs to get maybe 1 more manner. I guess if he fights and loses some units, it'll be fine. But after this, probably 1k coin, and he's going to be up to the 4th age. Well, I think Rajputs are actually better than Rods in terms of like stats, but they are like really expensive. And they're a bit slower. This one guy in cover mode slowing all the other ones down. Going Zamborax now. Oh, and going Rangers. Yes. Hold on a second. Rangers could be a really good shout here, right? Because Rangers have that 35% range resist. So they will trade well into Gurkhas. They're also they're also on H2 units right now, but not too shabby. He needs to get these Falcons here on the front line. Oh, 1 Falconet getting on the Gurkhas. The Gurkhas focusing down one of the Highlanders. The Ranger is going in. They have the same range, both 18 range. The Falcons are going to be able to zone off the Gurkhas. There are Rumeliets and Zamborax here. So the compositional advantage maybe goes for India right now. It's just that they have these H2 units and not a good way to deal with these Falconets yet. So I do expect this aggro fort will go down. If I were Brit and I knew all of this was here, maybe after taking the aggro down, I just try to go back and ship 1k coin. But instead, he ships 5 Hus. I don't know about the decision to stay in H3 for this long. Oh, a big surround coming in now, and he's nice drag box. But so many units out right now for India. And this might be a complete cleanup. One of the Falconets going down now. Second Falconet getting targeted actually by the Gurkhas. It's going to be able to take down some more Gurkhas. The Highlander is going down very, very quickly. They are in melee. This last Falconet doing a lot of damage. But the India mass is just absolutely gigantic. And the 5+ came in. He wasn't able to cancel that in time. And now these 5+ are kind of just useless going around. So I would have really much liked to see the 1K coin. And yeah, I think the decision making here was just not quite right for Batu, going all the way deep into the opponent's base and getting surrounded like that with pretty bad positioning as well. But I don't know, hindsight. Yeah, this is now looking very, very scary. No shipment ready. 5 Hussars gonna go try and buy time for as long as possible. But now I think what India can do, because they have so many Zambaraks, India can easily age up themselves now. All the vills now on food. So he's gonna be searching for that age up, and Brit is going to be so idled in his base. He does have enough coin to age, but he's gonna be losing more vills. And more vills getting exposed here as well. But they do manage to sneak into the TC. A huge raid here from Brits. A slow reaction from India. But he does see it now. This is going to be a big raid, though. Probably 4 or 5, I don't know, maybe even more vills going down. Yeah, that's a lot of vills. I think that was like 5 or 6 vills. More vills down here exposed. If Batu has the intuition to go down and check this mine, which he is, he's going to get... Oh, no, not quite. He does go back. I think the Zambaraks are on their way back to defend against these raids regardless. But this is still buying Batu a lot of time, which is exactly what he needs now to get into the next stage. So the game isn't over yet. I do think India is in a commanding position. But very, very well played so far from India. And the wonder now coming in, I think that's Charminar Gate? I don't know. By the shape. Let's see. Yep, it is a Charminar Gate. Procaster right here. One second, I'm trying to deal with something. All right, sorry, I am back. He is halfway aged up to 4 now. He's gonna try to get all that coin in. It's gonna help get out probably mercantilism. What is he aging with? He's aging with engineer, which is a 2 falconets, so that'll be good. He was able to also sneak out some vills, which is very nice, up to the top map. But yeah, as the chat is saying, no TP for Brits kind of really sucks here. And honestly, this game was a really, really good showcase of Lady Shaver's knowledge of civs and strats in 1v1. So I've been told he's primarily a team player, right? But this game has really showed his understanding of timings in GMT, which is mostly a 1v1 strategy, right? But I mean, Batu is kind of coming back into this game. He's a little bit up in eco, sorry, not up in eco, but up in tempo now. The Mahouts really died to the TC fire, the 5 Huss, and the Miniman fire getting focused. So it was good from Batu. And India, while up a lot, I believe, in eco. So yeah, 38 bills versus 24. Ooh, 4 Mahouts now coming in as well. So, Butts, the perfect response. Gentleman of the Pike. And he's going to be able to get the... What are these Falcons doing out here on front? Bruh. We're throwing. Okay, but this is a big bait, big bait, big bait, big bait, big bait, big bait. Oh, this is a perfect... Oh, okay, he is going to lose that Falcon, sadly. But was almost perfect, and he is going to get a Mercantilism out as well. The Falcon just with a little bit of HP left. This Explorer now has his crack shot, so can do that to one of the Mahouts and probably take it down in one shot. Please just sell some... Oh, we don't have a market, that's why we can't sell food. I lied. But just getting 1,500 so that we can get Mercantilism and then ship our next big tempo shipment. Probably the 3 rockets at this point. Yeah, but yeah, the bait was very good for sure. Click this ASAP. Get your shipments in here right now. Shipments, bro. Yeah, but there were some low HP Mahouts. So it does 975, right? I believe. Oh, 926. 926. So yeah, he's gonna be able to take out all of these except the full HP one. Please get Mercantilism. What are we doing? Ah, he's getting Rangers. Big brain. Okay, I'm just a noob caster, I guess. Queen's yeah, okay, that's really good actually. Going Rangers, and then he has the shipment anyways, so he'll be able to get... Oh, but this is such a big mass of units all of a sudden. I don't know if he'll have the time. Yeah, this outpost is gonna get absolutely mauled. And it's the TC might even go down in time, right? Wow. Yeah, this TC is gonna go down. This is GG. This is GG. Batu. OMG, we just got 3-1. And the only game we won was with Baja. Oh gosh.
Ready?
New top 10 player. New top 10 player here. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Low elo scam for real. I mean, this game was... Honestly, this series was not very close. Because the only game we won was with Baja. And even that game was quite close. But yeah, I mean, this strat, I think, just is not very... Wow. We need to see this guy, Andreas, playing more on the ladder, I think. Yeah, I mean, Batu obviously was not like full sweating. He was going for some meme builds, like GMT, which is definitely suboptimal against India, but very well played to Andreas. I mean, even Batu trolling like is still a pretty high level player. Yeah, I mean, every game Batu did some sort of like at least like cheese build, right? So Baja, game 2 he went Highlanders. Wait. What did he play game 2? I can't remember. Oh, Hausa. He went Hausa. Hausa, I guess, was not really a troll, but he went Akhans, which is a bit non-standard. But overall, I mean, nothing against Andreas here. Like, absolutely crushing this series. Very well played. Let's get the player in for a interview if possible. Can somebody move him in for an interview? Andreas, you want to come in for an interview? Lucas, who is Andreas? That's the question we're all asking right now. Clearly a top 10 player. He is deafened in my channel right now, so I can't talk to him. Lucas, you want some you want to play this guy? He wants to play him? Okay, let's see if Andreas is down. Maybe we'll keep going, get some more games in here. Andreas,
hello.
how's it going? Well played, well played. That was fun to watch. I mean, great games, every single one. What do you think?
One sec.
He's using hairdryer.
Aaron? Can't hear you.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I can hear you. Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up? Can you not hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Wait, chat can hear me, right? Andreas cannot hear me.
Yeah, I can't hear you for some reason. Oh, I think...
Hello, hello?
No. Let me rejoin. One sec. I'll join the other channel and then we try again.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Either you're too quiet or I...
Hello, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you. Yeah, I can hear
okay,
you.
okay. Excellent. Wow. Anyways, congratulations. Those are all really, really fun games to watch. Do you have like a statements first?
I'm sweaty, bro. I need to take a shower right now. If you would see my armpits right now.
He's sweaty.
It's my hands are shaking and it's just super intense.
Yeah, those are some nice games. You really punished Batu for going for some like cheesy, I don't know, but cheesy, but at least some sort of non-standard strats.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What he doesn't know is I join the, what is it, Free Food Party or Lionheart server often, and I watch him play. And so he does many of these strategies, and so I watch him and I learn.
Yeah.
He's obviously the better player, right? So, but I kind of know what's coming in some scenarios. I didn't really know that he does Baja. I never seen him do Baja. There was just no chance for me in that game, right?
Well, but you banned Banditos, which was kind of smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was a very
he banned
close
Avis,
game.
I think. Yeah, but his units are so strong. There's nothing I can do, I think. Right. I mean, as soon as he hit H4.
Yeah. In H4, I think there was nothing you can do. But I mean, from a caster perspective, again, you had like the perfect adaptation, right? So starting Azaps, which are like the only unit that I think does okay
I mean, I was expecting that he was making
goons.
Quatrero.
Yeah,
If he
yeah,
can't
yeah,
make banditos, then what else should he do, right? Yeah, it was a good surprise that he made then the musket version.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
But then
yeah,
going into
then by
Grenz
then
as
it was
well.
too late. I committed to the AZ.
Yeah, but then you went into Grenz, which I think was also like the right
Yeah.
decision, which was really good. So overall, like it
Yeah, I
was
needed to take
phenomenal.
those TPs down. I felt like that's his only income. But then I saw that he sent the boat card, right? I
Right, right.
hadn't thought about this, yeah. And he gets a free dock with that too, right? So I guess he can put the TP line on wood and just spam more boats and get his eco back.
Yeah,
It's pretty damn good strategy. I hadn't thought about this.
yeah, yeah. I mean, later on, even in game number 3, I think the French defense I thought was really, really great. Like you had again an amazing naked FF timing
Yeah,
because I think you got like the nice
yeah,
shapes and then the I think even
yeah.
a
My
point
scout,
treasure and a wood
yeah,
treasure.
could scout very well. But yeah, I was a bit. There was one moment where I was like, oh shit, now I'm dead. It was when my goons, I had like a batch of goons and the skirm shipment, and they were like between that TP, or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
TP
yeah.
was between them.
I
And
saw.
oh,
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, if he runs in now, I'm dead. But for some reason, he decided to, I don't know, not engage or go back a little bit.
I mean, I
So
saw
I
you
had he running
splitting those
in.
goons. That's not 1400 elo micro, but you
Yes,
know,
sir.
I don't know. I don't know what elo you are anymore. Okay. Yeah, I mean that was like a really nice hold in my opinion, but and also shipping 1k wood because you had the confidence that you were gonna hold regardless, which is kind of crazy.
I mean, I was expecting to need more infrastructure anyway, right? So I could ship units as well to hold more, but I didn't expect him to be so aggressive, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
CDBs. Obviously, Highlanders are very dangerous, but
Well,
I
at that
thought
point you
maybe
had
with
yeah,
CDB,
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think for me, I would have probably played that too safe and shipped 5 goons. But there, I think the 1k coin, 1k wood was the right decision. You held with like no damage, and then you just have second TC, all the infrastructure. It was very well played. Um,
thank you.
and then that last game, so he was trying to get out Rangers, the Queen's Rangers for 2k coin.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I told you that's what he does. I know his strats, and I mean that's like the basic build, right, for the GMT. At first, I didn't scout it, and I didn't check his deck, and then I saw, oh, 2 TPs, and by then it was too late. I was already going aggro, so I had to commit to H2. I think there was no. It's pretty bad to go
Right.
H3 then in
Right,
aggro.
right, right.
Yeah,
And also deleting the 2 sepoys on age up was pretty funny, but you know, you gotta
yeah,
do.
needed to. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he gets the win, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but that game was also
and
pretty funny.
yeah, I think he might have overcommitted a bit. I mean, yeah, maybe he didn't expect me to mass more or to age to counter his army.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had no chance, and I thought, okay, I can only make some calf here, uh, get the 4 sours maybe, and then just try to get into his Falx.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think usually what you want to do is just take down the FB and then just back up when you're doing GMT to
Yeah,
age.
I was surprised that he was so overly
Yeah, I
aggressive.
think he was. Yeah, I don't know if that was. Yeah, I think he just wanted to fight for the con. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was for content or what. But anyways, like, regardless, he was like, so because he was going for the Queen's Rangers at the end, he actually could have gone for mercantilism like way earlier, but instead like
Mm.
he lost his TC. So that was like super close timing. I think he was
I
about to
really.
pop 3
Would
rockets
he have
and
threatened
age
them
up.
out, the Rangers?
So
Like, how far was it away? Like, it was almost out?
no, so I was yeah, it was like halfway there, and 3 rockets was also around halfway there. But what I was saying
Yeah.
was that he could have, instead of going for Rangers, gone for mercantilism. So then he would have
Hmm.
3 rockets and 8 Hus out instead of the Rangers.
Oh,
But
yeah.
regardless, it was
And he
like
had some
super close
pikes too,
timing.
right, to defend
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of the rockets,
he
at
had like
least. Yeah.
17, 15 pikes maybe left. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he played it really well. I was, really nervous when I saw the GMT thing, and I wasn't prepared for it. I thought he would just like H2 play or something, and outmass me in H2, but yeah, got me a bit nervous there. I thought I have no other chance but to play it aggressive in H2, maybe get his H up time down by sieging the TPs, and then I don't
Yeah,
know. I was surprised myself. I didn't know what I have to expect, like if he would be overly aggressive. I didn't expect him to be. I knew I would lose my aggro probably, but I didn't expect to win that fight, to be honest. That was either lucky or I don't know
But
that he came into my base, right? I think
yeah, a
had he
bit
not
lucky,
pushed
but
my base, I wouldn't have beaten his army that
mm-hmm,
way, and he
mm-hmm.
would have been safely able to H4.
Yeah, but still, like, very well played. I mean, you can't. You have to capitalize off the opponent's mistakes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but very, very, very well played.
Thanks.
All right,
So
I think that's it
next is
from
Killer
me.
Boy or
Next is yeah, I mean, sure. Oh, do you want to play
oh,
Lucas?
no,
So
no,
Lucas
oh,
out.
no, 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 no.
You don't want to play
I need to
Lucas?
shower now.
He's like
No,
right
not
here.
now.
Okay, then.
No, no.
All
I
right.
actually I thought this is a BO3, by the way. I said let's do a BO3, and nobody agreed.
Oh,
They asked me, do you want to do BO3, BO5, BO7? I said BO3, and I guess Batu and the host Amon, they wanted to do a BO5.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we all were happy to see the best of five. So it's really fun games. It was a lot of fun to cast.
Yeah.
Honestly, way better than that noob grime scene, right? Like yesterday was a complete stomp.
I feel like he was a bit nervous too. Like he made a few mistakes
Yeah, yeah.
because
I'm just
it's a
joking.
journey, right?
Yes,
Like
yes, yes.
he could definitely do better if he sticks to his strategies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe it's just the journey setting that gets you a bit nervous. I honestly had nothing to lose this
Yeah,
this, uh, this
yeah, yeah,
game here.
for sure.
Like,
Okay. Well, I think that's it for me. So Amon just DM'd me and said, "Can I give a state?" So apparently, Order of the Rose, who are the hosts of this tournament, are gonna be hosting a H2 only tourney next year for all Elo. Uh, and he says it's gonna
okay,
have
any
a
unit bans?
no, I don't think so. But he says there's a 2200 Elo cap. So I wonder
Oh,
why. Um, yeah, I wonder why there's a 2200 Elo cap, but that's up to the tournament organizers.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
All
Are
right.
you playing in it?
I've not decided. No, I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see.
All right. What do you think should work there? I think we talked about this before. Abyss would obviously be pretty good in H2, but you only get 25 builds as auto
You
because you
mean in
can't get the
H2?
H3. Or
Yeah,
wait, oh
yeah.
wait, 45 builds,
45,
right?
45,
You
yeah.
can't get the H3 build tag, so you're on a timer.
Yeah,
So no auto laming anymore.
yeah. For sure. I mean, we saw it in ESOC a while back, right? I think Hausa is probably the best H2 civ in the game.
Because they
But
can get 3 TCs, right? Or 4?
yeah, you can get 4 TCs. You have the best, like, most rounded unit composition as well.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So overall, very good.
I think Inca can also get 2 TCs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The shipment.
I guess Port can as well, 2 TC, but
And
Port I think is much
as
less
Inca, you
scary.
can also get you can ship the Kalanka or whatever they're called in H2 as well and get access to those units in H2. So I guess
Right,
if you ship
right.
enough cards, Inca might have an advantage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
A's is asking what were the rules of this. So this was a unit ban tournament. So after each player picked their civs, the opponents can ban one of your units. And we saw the low elo legend, or I guess the unranked legend, AndreasLubitz here, absolutely demolish Batu. So
I wouldn't say that,
I'm just
but
kidding, but yeah, it was very well played. All right, I'm gonna leave the call now, but GG's, very well played. I'll see you
GG,
around.
thank you.
Hopefully you're gonna play in some more tourneys.
Yeah, I am playing one right now, a 2v2
Oh,
one
you're right, the 2v2
uh,
one, yeah. But 1v1's
against
like,
Frontline. But
yes,
that will
yes.
be a different I don't know.
Yeah,
Against Frontline. No big chances here. All right.
You never know.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Yeah, exactly. See ya.
So, ban houses. It's a unit ban, Ace, like a military unit ban. You can't be banning houses.